Hello, everybody, and welcome to eDIOCRACY, the show in which a bunch of idiots that have no clue in what the heck they are doing sit down and save the world. Once again, I am joined by the boys,
Yeah!
Woo! And we are
Finally.
back after our great vacation. Can we call it a vacation? I don't know. We were still here practically every week.
It was a break, I guess.
Yeah, it was kind of a
Yeah.
break. It was a nice break. We got a nice deserved break and everything after posting the first 50 episodes. But now it is time for us to come back into the land of galore as we return in episode 51, The Aftermath.
Let's go.
And so,
Yeah.
to get us started, let's catch
Roll
everybody
free.
else up on what has happened. So, in recent events, the party arrived in Athens. They have done a little bit of investigation while they're there, but a decent bit of shopping as well. They started to find some weird mysteries happening in Athens. Something with the prime minister there. There's been a few, underbellies of organizations and everything that's been kind of going under the radar that nobody knows about. They found a few, could be an organization, could be some type of cult. Found a few of them down in the sewers. But overall, as they went through everything, they finally found the cause of a set of missing books that were disappearing. And the way they found this is by tailing some people to a certain room in the sewers. After having a nice little tussle with some of the rats that were under their control, they were able to finally track down and figure out the direction in which the culprit who was stealing the books went. They returned the books to the bookkeep, and then, after getting some much-needed rest from all of that, they wake up the next day and hear a loud boom. They walk outside. They see themselves a huge purple sky. You see a couple storm clouds forming in the distance, but overall, they just kind of see a huge, bright purple dome in the distance. Now, of course, suspicions were up. They kind of had their suspicions on who it was, but they weren't 100% sure. Until they arrived at the dome itself. And being in its flashy self, they pretty much figured out who it was before walking in the building. They found their way in, they got into a tower there, and they were able to befriend a few people who were at the bottom of the tower. Who was working for the guy upstairs, and the guy upstairs promised them some good money and everything. But as everyone could assume, it didn't seem they got their fair share. So instead of fighting our great old adventurers, they just decided, you know what? You can go talk to the boss yourself. So they head up, they sneak up on the boss, and then they find themselves face to face with an old foe of theirs, Doodle. And so they fight for a while. They have a great tussle. They start exchanging blows, and the machine up there that is keeping the huge dome active is also firing spells off, buffing Doodle and debuffing the party. And then eventually, the machine goes off, and it randomly gives Arilo the great spell of flight, which allows him to pick up Doodle and chuck him out the tower. However, even with that very long fall, Doodle somehow survived and climbed right back up the tower, where they duked it off again. And finally, after a very long and hard battle, the party was victorious. And with that, they were able to defeat Doodle and shut down the machine once and for all. the dome disappears, and all of them go off to the side. They get off to the west side of the tower, watching the sunset as the sunset goes over the horizon. They're all sitting there, kind of in silence. Not really much is to be said. It's more of the fact that they're just trying to regain some of their energy after everything. And they sit there for what seems to be about 10 minutes, and then they hear what sounds to be really fast footsteps coming from behind them in the direction of the stairs. Just pop, 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 pop. And then coming around the corner, they see a goblin poke his head from around the corner. He goes, "Huh! It's down! Are y'all okay?"
I think so.
Yeah, maybe. Everything feels weird though.
Okay. I was just like, I mean, we were standing outside, and the 1 second the purple dome is up, we heard like an explosion, and then it's not up, and now we're here. Well, I'm here. They're still walking up the stairs.
Yeah, it was Doodle.
It was Hoodle?
Yeah, it was Hoodle.
Who is the what? Who? What? Huh? What?
It's over, so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
It's just
And
another
you
stupid
see him kind of walk forward toward all of you, and you see him stop, and he kind of he takes a step back, and he lifts his foot, and there's just a huge blood puddle on the floor. He's just like, holy ah! Yeah, y'all did. Is that Hoodle?
It was Doodle with a D, but yeah.
Emphasis on was.
Yeah, I can see where the D went. Death.
That was good. I like that.
Vanessa takes off the tricorn hat from Doodle that she had cut holes into so her ears could poke out.
Is that? Was she wearing that before?
No.
So,
This was from Doodle as well.
wait,
But
so you killed the Hoodle, and then you stole his hat.
Yeah, and cut some holes in it. But
yeah, I mean, how else am I supposed to wear it?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice hat. Pretty durable too.
And he was an asshole.
So you killed a person and then stole their clothes.
don't look at me. I didn't do it.
Yes.
Well, not really.
The hat.
Technically, not really. His clothes got disintegrated with him. The hat was just off of him before he got disintegrated.
So.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of. What was that noise?
Well, I'm not
Is that
sure.
Marquise coming up? And he walks over. Marquise, you okay?
But like, damn, that was perfect.
Oh, Marquise, how far up the stairs are you? Don't worry, friend. We're about halfway up. Okay, I'll tell them. He's about halfway up.
How fast did you run?
I look, okay, he likes to walk, okay? There's a difference.
Oh yeah, we gotta.
He said that we shouldn't rush up here, but just in case you were, one of you were in fact dead, I wanted to come see so I could warn him so then he wouldn't cry, even though he can't cry cuz he doesn't have tears.
I'm sure he can.
You know
pry
what?
on
I'm
the
gonna walk.
inside.
I'm gonna run back down, and I'm gonna walk up and pretend none of this happened. Okay, you guys stay here. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna.
Lauren,
What?
you gonna cry over us if we were dead?
No, not at all. Nope. Nope. Glad you're okay though.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, so you defeated Hoodle, shut down, and he sees the machine that busted into pieces, and he goes, "That thing." So is it all over?
Yeah, from what it looks like, but
Yeah.
he might be
This
It's-
little, yeah, but
It's most likely he's been working for someone else. So we got that going.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, wasn't there a letter somewhere around here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let me grab the letter.
Because it was left with his belongings, with the sword, the hat, and then the letter.
Did it not save? Actually, I don't think it's saved.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, no, here it is. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So, to kind of get a refresher on the whole letter, you end up pulling out, you read it, and the letter that Doodle had on him, the letter that Doodle had on him reads, "The boss wants his machine up and running soon. Judgment Day is soon upon us, and your skills will be needed in the upcoming future. The boss won't be happy if your machine ends up being a dud, and you will be dropped. You're only working with us because we see you as a valuable asset. If it was up to me, I would have killed you by now. Launch the machine as soon as possible, and we will see if you are as skilled as you say you are. This is for the new age."
That's
Wait,
not all
so
it's
the world already ended? Was it just metaphorical?
I don't
Don't-
know. Just that's. By the way, who writes like that? I mean, it's almost like you were using kind of like a higher pitched like voice or something. It's kind of weird.
I
Anybody else get the vibe from that? Like as you're just reading it, you think it's just something like higher pitched, almost like goblin. Oh shit! Don't tell me it's another evil goblin. Look, I'm so tired of these stereotypical goblins making goblins look bad.
Do you think it's just because you're reading it?
Hey, I do not have that high pitch of a voice. Okay, if anything, it's. I have a very manly voice. Okay.
I believe you, Will.
old girl just pipes up and goes, "Sure thing, short stack."
And you weren't just.
Vanessa just pats him on the shoulder. Your voice is almost as high as mine. As like jokingly.
My voice is not that high. I'm sorry. Just look.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, York. I have to admit.
My voice is perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about. Well, I see all of you are having fun up here.
See, there's somebody with a deep.
My voice isn't even that high.
I grab York by the shoulder and just go, I'm only kidding."
Well, friends, I see you've successfully taken this down. Well, that does look like a piece of work you did to that. And as y'all look, you literally see half of the thing basically evaporated, like it just is gone, just
Oh yeah.
in pieces.
Well, while I'm thinking of it, what did you did you guys do anything to the guys that were downstairs, or
Hmm?
did you
Oh,
just leave?
those. Well, we have a few guards posted down there to watch them. Um,
Yeah,
that's why I only brought
I-
two up with me.
Yeah,
However,
yeah.
Pretty sure we
they kind of
informed them about the
yeah.
general.
Yeah, they kind of they kind of let us in. They said something aligns that our friends was up here, and I kind of assumed it was all of you, considering well, it was either you made it to the top or you're going to be stuck at the bottom. So
Yeah, so the story with them is they wanted to open up an underground tavern, and Doodle just kind of wanted a place to put this, and he just kind of points at the machine. That's
And
how.
we also kind of promised them that you would advertise the tavern.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come to that arrangement soon. First off, are all of you okay? Do you need medical treatment or anything like that?
No,
Uh,
we're
Oh,
fine.
still
I
fine.
think I'm fine.
We're a bit roughed up, but we should be fine.
Well, I thought I would offer. Another thing is, now that you've, well, taken down this thing, what is your plan now?
Uh, who has the note, by the way? Is it Yorn?
Uh,
I think it's
it's
Yorn.
it's one of you guys.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna say we pass the note over to
Marquise.
Marquise. There you go, so he can see it.
What's this? And you see him. You see him kind of like try to adjust like a pair of like glasses, but he doesn't actually wear any. And he just kind of looks and goes, I see. Well, this does put us in a kind of a weird predicament here. Do y'all have any suspicions on who this might be?
Oh,
Not
I
a
don't think
clue.
that's another goblin.
It was. I mean, it was just a speculation. I mean, look. I don't know. I mean, Marquise, did you not get like a higher pitched voice kind of vibe while like reading from it? Well, I mean, I guess if you read it in a higher pitched voice, I mean, I guess that would be a little easy for you. And he's like, I don't have a high pitched voice.
moving on from the pitch of Yorn's voice.
Yeah. Everything just kind of feels weird, you know?
Yeah. Uh, I'm just and having this on my mind since we got to the tower. But do you think this same group caused the events beyond the gate north?
That is a possibility.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. What do you mean beyond the gate north?
Oh, I think there's a place called Durin's Gate north of here.
You're talking about Durain's Gate at the northern border of Hestia.
Yeah. We found it a bit in shambles. A bunch of fire beetles they were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the area of the Fallen. After the Great War, after the Great War, they put up the gate to try to keep out all of the monsters that were lured to the area, and well, also to honor, Arthur Durain himself. But, yeah, the north of the Fallen is, I mean, that's from where the Great War happened. Are you insinuating that the people behind today was also that could have also caused the war?
Well, yeah, they raise a tower from the sands. They want to prepare for the end of the world, I guess. They probably be able to do anything. Go.
Well, I guess you are technically right on that. However, compared to the Great War, this is very small scale. The Great War took over multiple territories.
I mean,
You know,
this could
this
just be the start.
we just happened to be the
But-
seventh territory that they were planning on hitting.
But in the note there, it says that they want a new era. So it could be this could have just been a small thing to their big plan.
Hence
Well-
what I just said. Yes.
Yes, I mean, based on this, it looks
Well, I
like
agree.
it looks like this was a test run, for whatever device this was. So,
I think we destroyed it. Hopefully, they don't have the plans for it.
well, if they were able to sneak out here and do this, kind of out here in the middle of nowhere, I feel they probably would have at least written it down, since they weren't really on a time-sensitive mission to build the thing.
Fair point.
Not to mention, with them wanting to launch it immediately instead of waiting for their prize Judgment Day, I would assume that they were trying to see how we would react to it. Being that, well, Athens is known to be one of the most technologically advanced cities in all of the land of Galore.
So they're just
Hmm.
a reaction.
I
Hmm.
guess they may have been trying to see if we could even do anything to it.
True. And anything that we did do to it, they probably would try to account for it in future. 'Cause if they do have the plans to continue to develop the machine that was here, they could probably improve it over time and make it where, well, we're not going to be able to enter without having the proper devices to do so.
Yeah, because we were barely able to get in.
Yes, we were very lucky about that.
So I don't think I feel like I can't do that again. Especially the way that like my whole body's been feeling weird ever since Doodle disintegrated and the machine gone.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute. Wait.
things do feel
You're
weird.
saying that the Hoodle disintegrated?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you guys
Practically.
are powerful, but damn!
The machine disintegrated him.
It was
Oh,
partially machine.
damn!
It was like partially his belt, because he had a belt that it almost looked like it shocked him whenever he was knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, Oh, gosh. This is too much to take in. I'm gonna go sit down. Yorn walks over, he walks over to the edge and just kind of to the edge there, leading over to the edge of the tower. And he just kind of like sits on the edge there. And Marquise goes, "Well, it does seem that we are kind of sitting up here, I can't say wasting time, considering all of this is now behind us. However, due to our new clues that we have, we probably need to get out of this tower and back to Athens and probably show it to some people who could help us.
Yeah. What are you gonna be up to now that you're back in command?
Well, that's something a little that we're gonna I'll have to discuss with all of you a little more. As for the command part, it was more of a temporary job. So even even my men here understand that I only did this for the sake of protecting Athens. It wasn't for taking command again. Those days are long, long behind me.
Ah. I see. Even though it would have been cool to see General Arabane. I mean, not Arabane. Yeah, I was thinking. I am General Arabane, actually. Thank you very much. Sorry, Marquise. My brain is messing with me.
That
It would
is
have been cool to
fine.
see General Eshunder battle again, but
Those days are behind me, and it's for the best.
While I'm thinking of it, how are the sandworms reacting? Are they still frenzied or?
Well, from what I could tell, is after the explosion went off, a decent amount of the sandworms have disappeared. A few went off to the gates, but it was nothing that we couldn't handle with with a couple sets of mounted catapults and things like that. Our onagers took them down pretty quickly, and I mean we did have to burn one or two alive, but overall it seemed like everything was fine, at least.
Okay, it's good that the city seems to be doing good.
Yes, don't worry. I wasn't too worried about the city itself. The only reason I told guards to guard the walls was mostly because of the fact that I just didn't want some some toddler sneaking up on the wall again and falling off to the sandworms. We had an incident like that happen once. Not to the sandworms, and the toddler was fine, but the toddler did get on the wall, and we didn't want that. As for the walls, though, they're some of the most unbreakable walls you'll ever see.
hey, well, that's good.
Yes.
Sounds like a challenge.
If you think you
For
can break
sure.
through those walls, good luck, my friend. But do understand that if you try to attack Athens for any reason, I will have to stand against you.
And you'd probably also have to pay for any damage to the wall if you did anything.
If they didn't kill
Okay.
you first.
Well,
Well, I guess we should probably head on down and figure out what to do next.
yes, that does seem
Get
like
on
a
to-
good course of action. Okay, so let's head down and get ready to travel back to Athens. One other thing. We only have one cart now, so we're going to have to take 2 trips to Athens.
Okay.
So I can leave one of my men to help with all of you getting back, and then he can come in and grab the rest of us. Yes, we had a little bit of a tussle with the sandworm while we were out there, and let's just say it ended well for us. It just didn't end well for the carts all of you were driving.
Well, we seemingly lose carts all the time, so
Yes.
I don't want to speak for everyone else, but I'm okay walking at least. for a bit. I kind of need time to think,
Well,
get used to how
you will
everything
definitely
feels,
have
though.
plenty of time. So, let's go on ahead and get downstairs and start to get everyone together, and then we'll see what we can do.
And hopefully we can help them get the bar out here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
Hopefully.
the tavern.
Yeah, Yorn gets up and he walks up next to Arilo and he tries to reach his arm up and try to pat him on the shoulder, but he ends up like hitting mid up his about midway up his back, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, you're gonna get your bar," and then he just keeps
Nice.
walking. So with that, they lead you all down the steps. You kind of walk down for a bit. Thinking about everything that's been happening and everything. You finally start making your way to the bottom, and Marquise and Yorn lead the way. As soon as y'all walk in, you see the head guy down there. Kind of open his arms. He goes, "Hey, looks like all of you are alive, aren't you?"
Yep.
Hey. Yep, pretty much.
Yep, still kicking.
Well,
Yep.
well, that's good. That's good. How was the guy upstairs?
He seemed intent on not leaving, and he also mentioned not paying you guys until he was completely done.
I see. Yeah, we kind of figured he probably wasn't going to pay us, but honestly, we didn't want to fight with the mad wizard of his type. We're not really proficient in any type of magic or whatsoever, and it honestly freaks a few of us out.
Fair enough.
You see Yorn just like very slowly drawing some rune magic, and you see a couple people eyeballing him. Look, I was just joking, okay? Jeez.
Just drawing a giraffe.
Here's the neck. Here's the feet. Here's the head.
Here's the fireball. I didn't think that would take you out that bad.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I thought it was funny. I didn't think it was that funny.
It was pretty funny.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, anyway.
Okay, anyway, back to that, I keep imagining it in my head.
It's a goblin trying to draw a giraffe. Here's the fireball.
He's like, look, I'm not good at drawing, so I'm gonna kind of explain it a bit. So here's the neck, get the back, we go to the back side, okay, and we get the legs here, and then the fireball!
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
Let's get back to it.
So, so the head guy there goes, well, since we kind of helped you out and decided not to attempt to fight all of you, which honestly is a good idea, is there any chance we're going to be able to, get any sort of advertisement or anything about this place?
I mean,
Well,
Once you get it up,
Marquise, what do you think, Marquise?
Once you
What
get it up and running,
I
definitely.
think we could definitely find something. However, due to the circumstance of this building and I mean its structural integrity, and you kind of look around and you do notice there's a bunch of bricks have cracks and things, ones that you didn't kind of notice before. And he goes, I can't really say it would be safe to bring anyone here, but I do know of an empty space where an old tavern used to be. They're right in the middle of Athens. If you do, with some advertising and everything, it could possibly be a great spot to start a tavern.
Hey, and I bet you if you ask, they'd probably let you go and build like an underground area for it too.
Oh, see that's actually the great part about this is the whole thing is underground.
Oh,
That's partially why it went out of business. The previous owners weren't really good at cleaning the place, and so with the water table being kind of high in that area, as Athens is on a port area on the shore. Since the water table is so close to the surface, they constantly had leaks and everything. But people, you don't want to sit there and smell murky water while you're sitting there trying to have a drink. So most people just kind of left. But if you clean it often, and install some things to at least mask the smell of murky water, you should be able to, make it into a bustling tavern in there. Well, that sounds great. Well, boys, what do you think? Ha! And they kind of cheer, and Marquise goes, well, I could definitely get you set up with that once we get back to Athens. In the meantime, as for advertising and everything, I think we should talk a little bit about that. Of course. My tid's right over here. We can talk about it. Marquise turns to all of you and is like, I won't be long. I guess enjoy a moment or two before we start traveling back. My suggestion is maybe get to know a couple of these guys. I mean, you never know. Maybe you'll need a friend one day. Then he walks off with the other guy into the tent, and you see Yorn kind of just sitting over there, kind of bored. But you see him just he'll cast a rune, and then he'll just stop, and then he'll just cast a rune and get almost like his way of fidgeting.
well, I guess we've got time to spend while it's waiting on the ride back.
Mm.
Ooh, wait. Can I search the place for
There's a place for what?
loot?
Uh,
We have time, right?
I mean, yeah, but the stuff. So the stuff downstairs. You
All
can
the stuff.
all the stuff
downstairs,
downstairs is like theirs. Like,
Yeah.
Dang,
if you want to go back upstairs for a bit and try to loot, you can. But I think you already did that.
Did we?
I think y'all
Yeah.
did that last time because y'all found a chest with a few things in it too.
It's fine. I'll just.
I mean, if you want to
I'll just-
attempt to steal their stuff, I'm not gonna stop you.
I'll just see if somebody in town has a bastard sword or something.
Oh, okay,
I just want a cool sword now.
got it.
Warhammer is pretty great.
Okay. So who all's left in the tower? It's us, a guard, and then the guys who want to open the tavern.
Oh no. Downstairs is downstairs you see Marquise. There are
Oh, I thought they were leaving.
No, they're just in the tent in the other corner.
Gotcha.
Like here, let me pull up. Wait a minute. Let me do a thing real quick. Because I don't have the other characters on here.
Ooh.
So we're all just chilling in the tower right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, like here, let me show the other map. So, camera. So, let me figure out lighting. It's been a while since I've done lighting. Okay. So, yeah, you're in the bottom here. And essentially, you have like all the guys are kind of sitting around doing stuff, doing their own thing. Yorn's off to the side, kind of fiddling with his runes and everything.
Fidgeting.
Yeah, he's fidgeting with that. This like circle here, this is a huge like tent where the bandit captain came out from, or the thug thing, bullshit, whoever the hell they are. I used token for bandit captain, that's why I said bandit captain. So yeah, but Marquise and the head guy there, they walked into this tent in the corner. So and
Okay.
the door is at the bottom here. So, but yeah, they're in there, and everybody else is just kind of walking around doing their own thing. You see a couple, like moving boxes and everything. So
Since everyone's just kind of doing their own thing,
well, there are
I'm going-
guards though. Wait a minute.
you mind if I go and inscribe some runes? There's some inscribed some tarot cards.
And going ahead.
Yeah, let's see. I've got 40 blanks. Let's go do 20 earth cards.
Yep. So, but yeah, everybody's kind of walking around doing their things. Yeah, if you guys want to take an activity real quick or something, they're going to be in there for, a good 10, 20 minutes. So, if you have like a 10-minute activity or something you want to do, feel free to do it.
I guess I'll start cleaning the good old Betsy.
Good old Betsy. So,
Vanessa is gonna.
Yep.
Okay. No, you go. You go. I was just.
well,
Gonna...
no, I was continuing on because what's the activity?
Oh, I was gonna say Vanessa's gonna sit down next to Yorn, see if he's like okay.
Okay. So, you walk over. He's kind of like fidgeting. You see him fidgeting. He's basically drawing a fire rune, and then he stops, and he draws another one, and he stops, and just sitting there, kind of like fidgeting with it.
Yeah, so Vanessa's gonna sit next to him and just kind of sit there in silence for like 5 seconds to see if he wants to talk.
You see him kind of like scooch away, like a few inches from you, and then he just starts fidgeting again.
Vanessa takes a deep breath and is like, Yorn, we're here if you need to talk. I know it's probably not ideal, but
Yeah, I don't know. I just got a lot on my mind. Just, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after this. We came to Athens, kind of, for me to get this position, but at the same time, I'm not sure, if the position is something that, like, I guess I'm ready for. It's just, I don't know. I've enjoyed our, random adventures and things like that. Even if I do get stuck on the sidelines for like 70% of them, it's still been fun to go around and be able to do all of that. But I mean, I don't know. The position they have is great, but I'm not sure if I want to like if I want to leave, all of this.
If it makes any consolation, you've almost died so many times with us. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to just drop everything.
Yeah. Like, if it was just, normal, like, if I just got the position, I probably would have taken it. But due to the fact that, I was pretty much, like, it's pretty much turned to stone. I don't know, it's just, I thought I was dead, and I'm not sure how y'all did it, but y'all brought me back, and it got me
I
thinking.
used a
though.
wish.
Use the what?
A wish. I had one single wish from gods, and I used it to bring you back.
So you got a wish?
Yeah.
You could have wished for anything.
Yep. Could have brought my parents back. Could have did so much, but I
You
used
could-
it on you.
You could have ended world hunger, stopped all wars. What the fuck were you thinking? You had a wish. You had all that power. I said you literally could have been the most powerful person ever.
Does Olgaroth hear any of this?
Oh, you're like riding. Y'all are riding next to him. It's just like you had all of that. You wished for me to come back with the
Yorn,
what the.
stop being a dick.
Sorry, it's just. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just.
Right now, I feel bad. I'm sorry too.
It's just you wanted to put so much good into the world, and we were the reason you couldn't. If I left you like that.
I don't know if about good. I mean, all I really wanted to do was just become a high mage and, to be able to inscribe runes and things. And, to learn more about magic and spells. More specifically, rune magic, of course, but, I wanted to learn a little bit more about everything. But I haven't gotten too much into it. I'm still learning. There's so much still to learn. It's a complicated matter. As for good, however, I can't say any of it's really for good. I don't really have any evil intentions, but they are selfish intentions.
Well, I know it's not the most ideal, but sometimes you do have to be a bit selfish, even if it's not the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all a part of self-healing, so you gotta take time for yourself, so... Which... It's up... I would say take the position.
I mean, do you really think I should?
I mean... I feel like you're ready for it, if you want to take it up. Not to mention, we kinda owe Athens for accidentally killing off their... Vesta just kind of like cuts herself off.
Wait, y'all killed y'all killed another person?
No, we only killed the one person. And that was I
And that was Hoodle?
No, I was talking about Frobo.
Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we technically owe them anything with that. Because he did, I mean, he contacted me because he thought that I would be set, you know, a good set for the position, but also, like, he kind of remembered me from, like, you know, like, a while back. You know, back when I was really shy and skittish and, you know, I was just this, I guess, like, source of knowledge. Like, I was literally just a human library. But now, you know, now I'm not that, you know, I'm not the person I used to be. I used to be scared to go outside and,
Yeah.
you know, live my life and everything because I was afraid of dying. But you know, after being, you know, with all of you, and we are about, you know, we're close to death almost every day that we go out and do anything. I mean,
And that's the problem. I don't want to see you hurt.
yeah. And I've thought about that. I mean, the problem is, I feel like even though there is that issue of dying, it's better to live life and die early than live a long time but regret not doing anything. Like, you know, like I want my life to be fulfilled. You know, all I've done throughout my entire life is just read books, study old scrolls and lectures. I'd go off to different schools, and you know, and every once in a while I would experiment with some magic that could potentially get me killed anyways. But none of it felt fulfilling, you know, like I wanted to learn more, and you know, in order to learn more, you have to go out and search for it while I was just, you know, sitting in a college class just studying for the sake of having knowledge, but I would never actually apply this knowledge anywhere. Like making the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, it's 2 swabs of peanut butter, it's 1 swab of jelly. But do you realize no one needs to know this? Like, what's the point of knowing this if I'm not even going to be eating that in a college class?
As long as you're okay with it, I guess you. I'm not gonna push further, but I really think you should take it.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, maybe you don't have to take it now, but maybe after, you know, you stop the end of the world.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you think if you think if we can head back to Hector and see the professor, he might have any knowledge on how we can, go about this?
There is that possibility. But then there's also the possibility that I mean, he might. Yeah, the professor's he's kind of a weird one. See, he's when he meets new people and everything, he's very nice. He's inviting, he's great, and when you get to know him, he's kind of the same in that regard. But he's also kind of like how I used to be, and just shut in that library all the time. I don't think I've ever seen him leave.
Well, maybe he'll leave for the end of the world. Who knows?
Maybe. We'll have to see. But
if you don't feel comfortable going back to him for it, we don't have to go. I thought I suggested, since you have ties there.
yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll just have to figure something out.
Alright, everybody, I'm back.
Welcome back from the 5 feet you've been sitting over there listening on the conversation.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know you left.
I didn't either.
It's like he's just been spaced out.
Yep.
you could say I was spaced out. In reality, I was taking out the dog.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know. When we get back, I'll figure it all out. But for now, I'll just think on it and enjoy whatever random things that might get thrown our way.
Yep.
And with that, you'll hear metal clinking as y'all turn and see Marquise walking back up. He's got the tavern keep. He's got the head boss there with him. And well, it seems we were able to meet in accord and be able to get a few things sorted out. Yes, of course. We made a lot of progress in this meeting. So, since we are finished here, it's probably best we go ahead and head back. At least get all of you back, because we're going to have to take a few trips to get a lot of his luggage, as you could say, over there. So, are all of you ready?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, Bray is over me.
Got all my stuff right now.
I'm just wondering, do I still have a full head of hair on my head, or am I bald?
You had hair?
Yeah, you had hair.
You had hair?
Yeah, you saw the 3 flecks of hair on my head.
I don't think we ever noticed you having hair.
Oh, here, let me look real quick.
1, 2. Wait, there's only 2. You said you had 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, where'd it go?
What? He sounded so concerned.
What? Or rather, I think you're missing one.
Well, I guess that's it's nothing.
You're not bald
If
yet.
if it would help, I do have some hair cream you could have. I hear it helps your hair grow very luscious.
That sounds good. Does it, like, bring hair back, or just keeps the 2 hairs from going away?
Um. Well, it's supposed to be a miracle cream that helps you to grow hair back, but as you can see, and he takes off his hat, seeing a shiny bald head essentially, it has not grown any for me.
That is tragic. Cool.
Yeah. But hey, maybe Orlando can have much better luck with it.
So he hands over the bottle and goes, hopefully you can grow a little bit of hair with this. You know, and
Hopefully, yeah.
make sure you read the side effects on the bottle before you start using it.
Side effects?
The side effects, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
as
the
you
side
look
effect.
and as you look at the bottle, it literally says at the very bottom in fine print, it says side effects may include death.
Oh yes. I
Oh,
was going to make the joke of side effects, cancer and death. Oh wow.
It's just we tune into next session. Orlando has a full head of hair.
He's
we're
just a
attending
corpse.
its
He's
funeral.
just a corpse, but he's got a full head of hair.
Maybe I'll use this later, but I'll just
Yes,
plug
of
in my
course.
bag.
Okay, well,
Uh,
is everyone ready?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well then off we go. And you see him. You kind of see him put his hand in the air, kind of twirl it around to gesture to the others to kind of like to kind of start grabbing stuff and getting ready. And you'll start making your way toward the door. And as all of you make your way to the door, you hear like a random shouting from behind you. As you see one of the tavern guys stand right next to the campfire, and in his hand is a piece of dynamite. And all of you kind of like stop for a moment, and you notice on the walls, covered in sand, you see pieces of dynamite all around the walls, and you just hear him scream, "For Judgment Day!" And he strikes it, and you hear a loud boom, takes out this guy immediately and this guy immediately, and then you just see a chain reaction. Boom, 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 boom. Smoke, sand, and dust gets thrown everywhere, and you start hearing large pieces of stone just crashing down, like around you, and then piece by piece, you just hear Yorn go, "Run!" And everybody starts making their way to the door, and all of you one by one charging to the door, making your way out. And as y'all get to the door, a huge piece, like a huge rock essentially falls down, and you see Marquise catch the rock, like right at the door, and he goes, "Come on, this way! Everyone, this way!" And everyone starts running out. You see a couple people get crushed. Some of the tavern people on the side get crushed and everything.
no.
You see two of the guards get taken out as well. You'll start making your way out. One by one, all of you make your way out. Let's see. I'm trying to drag them all out. It's actually a pain to do this. So you see a couple others also kind of get crushed here. A good portion of them don't in fact make it out, but the whole place just crumbles. And Marquise holds it, and y'all turn around and y'all see Marquise. You see Marquise about to like toss the he's about to toss the rock over when you see like all of a sudden one of his knees just kind of buckles in, and then the rock collapses. Boom. And it's just dead silent. The rocks, all of the rocks have caved in. You just hear little pieces of dust and stone kind of just roll hear little ticks as it falls down, and the entire tower is basically turned into rubble. As all of you are, a good few paces away, and you look back to the tower, and you hear a metal clanking, just clank, 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 as you see Marquise's left hand pop in front of the rubble. And then it just all goes silent. Wait. Where's Marquise?
I think it's in
What?
in the rubble though.
Wait, no. Wait. Marquise was right behind us. Are you telling me Marquise is in there?
Yes, I think I see his hand over there, bro.
And you see 3 of the guards already running up. Some others follow, run up to the edge, and they're trying to start pulling rubble aside and everything. And as they get one of the huge chunks off, a few more kind of topple and come down, and it ends up crushing one of the guards' arms, and he's just screaming in agony. He's just like, ah! And they get him out. He kind of pulls back, and you see his hand is his hand is just mush, and his arm is just cracked to the point where you can see a bone sticking out. He's freaking out and panicking. They're trying to calm him down, and you see one of the guards kind of falls back, kind of in disbelief. And Yorn just kind of stands there, and he just goes, "We can't get him." And Yorn walks over and he picks up Marquise's hand that's on the ground. And he goes, "He's in there. We can't do anything about it." Is there really nothing we can do?
We can try, right?
I mean,
helping them lift the stuff. I don't.
Yeah, let's try lifting. And the guard who's just sitting on the ground just goes, "We can't. With just us, it won't be enough."
I've got something that might help, and I kind of point the ring of the ram at the rock and use a charge.
Just so you know, there are there's a lot of big rocks and chunks that are in that. So this would only break one.
Hmm.
If you want to use it, it's your choice.
Yeah, we'll use one charge.
You are going to?
Yeah, I'm going to use a charge to break a rock to see if we can't get closer.
Here, wait, before you do that, we want to see if we can try to secure a couple rocks above wherever you're trying to shoot it at, so we can hold them up and maybe see if we can see something. It might be a stupid idea. I just want to attempt something.
There's just, I don't think y'all understand. There's nothing we can do. Each of these rocks, each of these rocks weigh roughly 500 pounds apiece, and unless you literally have the strength of a giant, there's no way we're gonna move these.
I've got this, and pulls up the potion of giant strength.
And what is that exactly?
It is a potion of giant strength, from what I can tell. I got this. I got this a while back.
If you want to give it a try, you can, but even after all this, I don't know anyone that could have survived something like this.
Well, it's definitely built different. I can give it a shot and dig him out.
I'll attempt to help you.
And you see another guard just he kind of turns and he goes, yeah, I'll help too. And some of the
Well,
some of the like the tavern guys there just agree as well. They all start walking up to the edge of this. And one of them turns and goes, okay, so which one of you is gonna drink the potion?
Riley, are you gonna drink it?
Sure. I'll drink the giant's potion.
Okay.
That gives you +2.
He gives him a what?
+2 to strength.
+2?
Yep.
Like,
Oh, was this
added?
one of those? Was this one of those D&D conversions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not gonna. Let's say it gives you a +10. Because +2 is not gonna do anything.
Oh no, it was a +2 to your ability to the modifier. I believe.
To your strength modifier?
Yeah, it either changes your strength, like your strength stat to 18, or it gives it a +2.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really convert that. Just +10 to your whatever strength check stuff, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
You do what you feel like.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
walk over.
guess- Yeah.
Let's see. So you attempt to pick the rock. I'm gonna need you to give me an athletics check.
It's 33.
So you walk over. You're able to easily pick up one. You're able to easily pick it up. It's almost like picking up like a crate of melons or something like that. So you go and start picking them up one by one with the help of some others, kind of getting them out of the way. And after about 10 minutes of clearing the rubble, you finally see a hand, like a metal hand popping out. And so you reach over, you pull the rock off, and you see Marquise. You see his body has been crushed. His left leg has completely popped off. The right leg is still attached, but the foot itself is just crushed into like a crushed can, essentially. His torso is completely split open by some more rocks, and you look everywhere, but you can't find Marquise's core anywhere.
Oh no. Kind of like stumble onto some rocks right next to his, like, losing my composure completely.
I go around trying to find his core.
No matter how hard you look, no matter how many rocks you move, you spend your time moving rocks and trying to look around, you cannot find the core anywhere. You do notice that near one of the crates you see kind of like a bluish powdery substance just kind of like spread out against the like across some of the tiles, kind of like mixed in the sand there a little bit. And near it you see what looks to be some basically some broken glass.
Well, who wants to help me carry him to the cart?
I'll do it.
And so y'all grab him and y'all pull him out, and as you pull him out, you still hear the guy off to the side, screaming in agony, and see a couple people tear up. One of the guards just kind of like falls to his knees and kind of like starts getting angry, and starts like hitting the ground. And I'll carry him back to the cart and get him set up. And one of the guards walks up and he goes, if y'all would like a ride, I don't think the rest of them are ready to go. I can take y'all back to the city and then come back out for the others.
Is there any way for me to gather up the blue powder that's mixed in with the sand?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I would like to do that.
So you easily find a piece of fabric over there through all the rubble and smash things. You kind of scoop it up into the fabric, and then you take a piece of string and tie off a little bit of it. And so now you have a little pouch. It's got what seems to be some blue powder, and some some broken pieces of glass.
Also, I want to state that Vanessa has just been frozen, standing still this entire time.
Well,
Have we loaded up the body already? Or...
yeah. Well, if y'all are ready, I can take y'all back to the city. And then I'll come back and get them afterward.
Yes. Let's go.
And so,
Man, only if we could find a score.
I'll hop on,
Crush, buddy.
and the guard gets everything ready, and you see him cast a rune on the front handle of the card, and start moving. And he starts taking all of you to Athens. You ride for a bit. He goes not at a very fast pace, but an average. And he makes his way. To the city, which takes y'all a few hours. Do y'all want to do any, hour activities or anything during this time?
I'm just gonna try to comfort Vanessa.
Vanessa's not going to do anything other than sit with her thoughts.
So all of you end up riding back to Athens. It takes you a few hours to get there, and pretty much, it's after sunset. Y'all are coming in, as it's you're coming in essentially, as it's dark. Not too dark though. The moonlight is hitting perfectly. Where it kind of seems, like everything around you is it's pretty lit up though. You arrive at the gate, and one of the guards, he's got a torch in his hand, looks out, and goes, halt, who's there? And the guard in the wagon kind of looks over and he goes, hey, Dave, it's me, let us in. Like, of course, Where's the rest? I'm gonna go get them soon. We lost a wagon, and we're gonna need we're gonna need cart 72. Cart 7. Who was it? And you see him kind of you see him kind of like real quick light a lantern and kind of like hover it kind of in the middle of the cart, and you just see the guard on top just kind of like lose his footing a second. He goes, yes, of course, right away. And he kind of like, you see him disappear for a second. You just hear from behind the wall, it's just like, open the gates! We've got wounded. Get them in! And the gates start opening. You see about 6 guards run out, trying to help lead the cart in. They're you see them, like, one of them look over, and you know they see the body, and they kind of like, they look away quickly, and just, you know, you see the worried face go straight to, you know, just go straight to sadness, and they make their way in. You all get into the city. You see a couple of medics kind of run over. They get over there, and then they stop for a moment. And then you see like a few others kind of like run off for a minute. And as a couple of them are pulling them off the cart and trying to set them down softly, you notice the old guy from the workshop that Marquise knew runs out, and he's just like, he runs out and he sees them, and he stops for a moment, and you see him kind of tilt his head down, and he goes, you know, I saw this coming. Just not like this. Well, let's get him into the new cart. And he runs over, and they lead a new cart over, and they start loading them up.
Ug's gonna hand them over the pouch of the blue powder in the glass.
Yep. And so he takes it, and he thanks you for it. They get him loaded. They basically ship off his body down the street and everything, and it disappears around the corner, and all of you are kind of just left with your thoughts. And as you're sitting on the cart, one of the guards walks over, and you know, after you kind of sit there for a bit, one of the guards walks over and goes, I don't want to be rude, but we are going to need this cart. There are more people out there that need to be brought in.
Don't worry, we were intending for the cart to be brought back.
So, all of you make your way to the tavern you stayed at before, as Yorn kind of just wanders off and sort of leads you there. You walk inside, and you hear music and laughter, but as each of you walk by, it almost seems like all of it's muffled, like you can't really hear any of it clearly. Make your way inside, and the tavern keep there kind of walks out from behind the bar, seeing all of you, kind of in a daze. He walks up and he goes, Is there anything I can help you all with?
Yes, I like a barrel of ale, please.
I'm sorry, a barrel?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
I was trying not to laugh.
I guess I guess something small to munch on for me.
Okay.
I'm personally good.
Okay, that is fine then. I will go get your stuff for you, and he goes off, gets everything, and y'all sit down. And he actually brings out an entire him and like two other men are like dragging out an entire barrel of ale, and he gives you a bunch of tankards and goes, I hope you enjoy.
Thank you, Tavern Keep.
No problem.
Yes.
This would be funny if it wasn't for a serious situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to break my sorrows away.
Yeah.
So, you spend a while, drinking and trying to make the bad situation not seem so bad. And then you see the Tavern Keep walk over, and he goes, I can tell from the amount y'all have drank, and the fact that you've been sitting here for hours in almost complete silence. And he looks into the barrel, and it's pretty much empty. He goes, now I'm not one to tell you when to stop if you're paying, but unfortunately, with I guess your bad news, I have to bring more bad news. And he pulls it out. He pulls out the bill, and you kind of look at it, and it's 60 gold pieces for all the drink that you had. And he goes, I can let the small snack be I'll have that one on the house, but
Don't worry. Here you go. 60 gold.
and kind of surprised that you just whipped that out, no problem. He goes, yeah, okay, thank you. He goes, would you like to keep the barrel?
Sure, bro.
Okay, I'll just leave it right here, and you can get it when you're ready. And he walks off, leaving all of you kind of there. You'll sit there for a while, kind of in silence. And it's to the point where the Tavern Keep is closing up. Everybody's leaving for the night. It's about freaking 3 a.m. And he goes, I don't want to be rude, but if you're not getting a room, you are gonna have to leave. I can't really have people sleeping out here in the dining room.
How many rooms do we need, guys?
You're in
Yeah.
tier 3.
Vanessa just kind of like starts making her way towards the door because she's not tired, and also she's still kind of in shock, so she's just kind of heading out.
Yeah. Kind of like follow to be like, hey, hang on just a second, we might get a room. Like trying to like actively physically stop her for a second. And
She kind of does stop, but she
yeah,
just kind of wants to.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we should probably get some rooms for the night.
How much
Um,
is it for, I guess, 2 rooms?
I'll just charge you 1 gold piece per room. I've got currently 2 available.
goes and slaps down 2 gold on the table.
Yes.
Think so.
Thank you. And he you see him reach in his back pocket and he pulls out 2 keys for you and he goes, "Here you go."
Thank
Goes and grabs the keys and tosses one over to Olgroth,
Thanks.
and then Ugg starts walking towards one of the room there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to like walk with Vanessa to another room, and then take her, sit her down, and then put a blanket over her shoulders. Sort of like a comfort blanket.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
So,
kind of sit.
yeah, you end up heading off to the rooms. You rest for a bit and everything. Is there anything y'all want to do during the night?
Uh,
Okay.
my spells. Just to see if I need to change anything.
I guess I'm just gonna be cleaning my weapons.
Yep. Okay. So, in the morning, you'll wake up.
Yeah, I'm good.
You enter back into the land of the living, and you all kind of head downstairs. Vanessa kind of dragged downstairs in the morning. Y'all sit down at a table and y'all eat food in the morning and everything. And you know, as the music plays and people are having their breakfast and everything, all of you are kind of sitting there in silence, trying to enjoy what bit of the music you can with everything going on. And Yorn just goes, I know that this is very hard for all of us. But I'm tired of being depressed. I want to go out and do something.
I agree, but
I agree
what
as
is
well.
to do?
What is there to do? Well, gosh. I don't know. I mean, there might be something around town that could be fun to do. You know, y'all, you know, I've heard you talk about your, you know, you paid off the bounties and everything. So if you really want, we could take a boat back to Hestia. You know, there's always that old guy at the workshop that, you know, because I know Olgaroth, you know, was talking about getting some type of upgrades. You know,
Well,
practically won't stop babbling about it.
Ha ha ha! You're very funny.
from the sounds of it, it just sounds like we just need to do a big shopping trip and then figure out from there.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I actually want to go weapon shopping.
Yeah. And
Vanessa kind of finally speaking up since you know since you know yesterday happened. She's kind of
Yeah.
like I want to go home.
Oh,
Home?
Anywhere but here.
I understand. We'll we'll get out of here as we
Yeah.
gather ourselves, gather stuff we need, then we'll head out as soon as possible.
Do you think if we're going back to Hestia, we can make a stop at that place where that sword is?
That place where that sword is?
The sword in the stair pyramid.
Oh,
Um,
why?
I guess I just want to try to see if have another shot at it to do it for Morgoth.
I like a good fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember.
We'll see.
I do remember hearing something about that, some sword and some stone thing. You're talking about in board, right?
Yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah.
That's
I remember hearing something about that. Yeah.
I've heard stuff too.
If y'all went through board, I could see Morgoth doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says it kind of like slumped down a little bit.
You know, knowing him, he probably would go out in just his trousers and attempt to do that just to give himself a challenge.
Yes, he would.
He actually did.
Wait, what?
Well, technically he was wearing my shirt, but yeah, he totally did.
What? Wait. Like, I actually perk up a lot from here now. Father did what now?
He almost died doing it.
Of course he did. Why
Yeah,
not?
but what's new with him? If we ever find his body, I feel like the only thing that would be on his tombstone was just he almost died trying to do it.
Yeah, I heard something like something that almost died. I've heard a couple stories as I was traveling.
Yeah.
About those lyrics. It was a crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But, man. Anyways,
So
so
okay. Well,
we're going on a shopping spree, everybody. What do we want to do? Or Yorn, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
yeah, we probably best we get out of here.
Great.
So this establishment has been pretty good, but yep, some crappy memories here. Not to mention I need to go by the I need to go by the courthouse today.
Or what?
I gotta go tell them if I'm gonna take up the position or not. They know I'm in
Okay.
the town, so
I see. Okay.
yeah.
Here, why don't you wait till we do the shopping thing for that, so we can be there as backup? Because listen, after everything I've seen so far in this town, I don't trust anybody.
That's true.
Listen,
Yeah,
we
I
can't
can wait.
have you get killed too.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I do it sometime today.
We'll make sure you get it done.
Okay, and you see him stand up and he slaps his hand on the table.
Mm.
Let's go! Fuck some shit up!
Yeah.
Very aggressive with it, but I support it. I agree. Let's go fuck some shit up.
And so,
Oh, I feel bad.
all of you make your way out. You get out into the street. You see people walking by and, doing their every day-to-day tasks. You do hear every once in a while a few people talking about, like the previous day and the huge thing, the huge thing that shot up in the sky and rumors about it. Some true, some are not. But every once in a while, as y'all are walking around, looking, perusing some of the markets and everything, y'all do hear among the people that apparently a high position officer died, but no names were really said. But you also notice that with all the guards, all of them are kind of standing, kind of attentive, but all of the guards that you see standing around do look burdened and a little down as they're trying to patrol and guard. Well, what are we looking for first?
Well, I know I would like some tarot cards.
Tarot
anyone?
cards.
Hey?
Let's see. What would be tarot? Ah, yes, this fine gentleman over here. Hello, hey, excuse me. I see you have cool magical wares. Would you by chance have any tarot cards? Tarot cards? Well, let me check. I know we got some kind of doodads and stuff. Let's see. Tarot cards. What would tarot cards look like? They look like old playing cards. I see. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I have. And you see him pull out. Like a huge box essentially, and he pulls it out and he puts it on the. He puts it like on the counter, on the stall counter, and he goes, "Well, I've got this," and he's just like, "These are all tarot cards?" Huh? Oh no! I was just getting this out of the way. And then you see him pull out a smaller box, places it next to him. It's like, here you go. And he opens it, and you see a stack of about 200 empty tarot cards, and then you see another stack of about 100 tarot cards of various rune types. He goes, yeah, I've got these.
How much would it be for the 200 blank tarot cards?
Well, based on how things are, give me a second. I must pull out my my abacus real quick so I can count that up. Because calculators don't exist at this time.
It's like 200 divided by 3 or something like that.
Let's see. I think I'll sell it to you for about, 70 silver pieces.
70 silver?
Whoa. Don't just pay them, man. You gotta haggle this stuff. Look, we both know that that's not 70 silver pieces. What do you mean that's not 70 silver pieces? What I'm saying is pretty much that right there. It's free. What? Excuse me?
What?
You see, the thing about these tarot cards is that they're all free. Because we're going to fix a problem you have. And, what might that problem be? I was kind of hoping you'd tell me, so then we could fix it. And you see him you see the guy kind of freeze up a second. And it's just you start to see a smile slowly forming on his face, and he's just like, I like this one. Well, if you're looking for something to get this, I do have something you could do. But I wouldn't say it's 70 pieces worth. I'll say I'll drop the price to, I don't know, 40. Like, 40, we'll take it. You haven't even heard what the job is, though. Trust me. Trust me. It can't be worse than what we've been through in the last couple of days. Well, in that case, the job's pretty simple. I have a letter here. I can't really leave my stall. If you could deliver this letter for me, I need to get that to the courthouse, but I can't leave the stall for the day. And my wife is off shopping for the next few hours, and unfortunately, the courthouse closes before I can do anything. Before I can pack up and get there. Yeah, of course. We were actually heading over there anyways. Oh, really? Well, and I guess that's kind of convenient then. With that, it's gonna be 40 gold pieces then.
I thought you said 40 silver.
40
Here's
silver
70
pieces. 40 silver. Look, brain's not working, okay?
Yeah, goes and hands over the 40 silver.
Thank you very much. So yeah, if you could deliver that to the courthouse for me, I would appreciate it. Yes, no problem. We will definitely get it to the courthouse, sir. And he turns and he goes, "That's how you haggle." Now, we should probably get to the courthouse. Anything you want to look for before we go?
Yeah, I want to go weapon shopping. We see the guy about the upgrades or whatever, but that takes a while. We can go to the courthouse first.
Yeah, if I remember, I think I remember seeing a blacksmith near the courthouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's head that way.
Yeah, we can
So,
go to the blacksmith.
yeah. So y'all head off and y'all end up going to the y'all end up walking around for a bit and you end up to you hear basically clanking of some type of metal striking another piece of metal, and you hear the ding ding ding, and you turn and just down the street of the courthouse a little bit, just in probably another block down. You could see a sign of an anvil on the you see the picture of an anvil on a sign down there. So y'all make your way down and you see it's kind of an outside blacksmith area. It's got a roofing and everything on it, and the guy you see a guy sitting there striking a piece of metal. It looks like he's trying to form it into some type of sword. And as he's doing that, you see another one over there, kind of like wiping down what looks to be a completely finished. It's like a finished. Brain's not working. A great sword. He's sitting there like wiping it down and looks like he's trying to clean it. And you even see him kind of like pick it up and kind of like turn it and do some light swings with it. And he sees all of you walk up and he goes, "Oh, hello." And he puts it down and it's like, "Hey, how can you help me? I mean, how can I help you?"
Hi, yeah, I was wondering if I could purchase a weapon from you.
Well, yeah, this is the perfect place then, because we have the finest weapons in Athens. According to me and him, we haven't really had any sales in a while. I'm not sure why, but yes, weapons. What kind? Do you have any any idea of what type of weapon you would like to look for?
I'm thinking of a sword, probably I'm looking for it's either like a long sword, bastard sword, great sword variety,
Uh,
possibly
yes.
magic. If
Magic.
that's in your style.
Well, magic is not exactly our specialty.
Magic's not a deal breaker.
Yeah. As for fine weapons, though, we do have kind of what you're looking for. And you see him kind of like walk over behind the forge itself is it's also kind of an open area that's roofed. He goes back there and like as he walks back, he kind of pokes his head back around the corner. He's like, "Oh yes, y'all can come this way." And all of you end up walking to the back area, and you see racks and racks of weapons and armor and things like that. All kind of put it. You see a full decorated suit of plate armor sitting off to the side. You see another set, not completely finished. The chest plate and the chest plate and the gauntlets are finished on it. But you see that there's like a helmet there that looks like it's supposed to have a face mask, not but it's not on there. Um, but you see all types of weapons. You see war hammers, great swords, short swords, long swords. You see bastard swords. There's maces and flails and practically any weapon you could think of. They even have a few, not a whole lot, only about a 2 or 3 of them, but they even have a couple like bows and crossbows and stuff like that. He goes, yes, anything here suit your fancy here?
Let just take a closer look at them, and then I'll see.
Of course, of course.
Sorry, I'm actually looking at the weapons to see which one I want to pick.
Okay. So you kind of look over, and you kind of notice Yorn's just kind of like fiddling through some of the daggers there, and he goes, "Ooh," "This looks cool." As you see a
What?
dagger, but you see the blade is kind of like curved. Think of it kind of like how like the curve of like a suture needle. And he goes,
Oh, okay.
"Oh, this is pretty cool." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "That's one of my first daggers that I made." I was like, "You made this?" Well, yeah. I I spent a while on that one. It's probably my most one of my most proud ones. Dagger related. I've made some better things since. That has been sitting here a while. But the condition is still, it's still fairly new. It's never actually been like used in a practical sense. So, it should still be very durable. Well, how much, how much would you charge for it? I mean, I don't really have any money. I'm just more of wondering, just in case I do get money. Well, you know what? You can keep that one. Are you sure? Well, you said you don't have any money. And unfortunately, a lot of the jobs around here are essentially go kill some rats in someone's basement, go chop up some rats for butchering, and cooking rats. All of those require knives. Oh, well, I appreciate it. No problem. And maybe one of these days, if I need you to work for me, maybe you can work it off. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. As for you, sir, as he looks over to Olgroth, have you decided anything on what you wanted, or at least have an idea?
I think I am really, really trying to choose between the bastard sword and the great sword. I think I'll go with the bastard sword.
That is a good choice. Cool. Will that be all for you? Is there anything else I can help you with?
How much for the bastard sword?
It'd be 5 gold pieces.
5?
Yes.
Oh. I just sort of like think to myself, I thought it would be a lot more expensive than that.
Yeah, you see Yorn kind of shocked as well. And he's just like, I'm sorry, has the prices always been this cheap here? What do you mean? That's just the value of, that's like, I mean, that's like common value of, of like a bastard sword. And, Yorn kind of looks a little confused, and he goes, how much are your warhammers?
I can give you a warhammer.
He goes,
Literally have one in my hand right now.
he goes, warhammers? Well, I mean, it all depends. It all depends really what you're looking for in it. Like some people like to have like decorated warhammers and things like that, which tend to be a little more pricey. But typical if you're looking for just a very simple like warhammer, we sell those for roughly about 5 to 6 gold pieces. What? Yeah, is that not common from where all of you are from? I mean, assuming you're from outside of Athens. No. You're saying this is like everywhere? Well, yeah. Oh, how much is your armor? Like, if we were to get this decorated piece of armor, like, how much would that be? Well, that is full plate armor, and since it's decorated, I mean, it would probably be around 50 gold pieces. 50 gold for full plate like heavy armor? Well, yeah. How much have y'all been paying for armor? And you look over. I mean, this thing looks pristine condition. It's decorated plate armor. It's got it basically in the very center of the torso. You see the sigil. It's essentially an anvil. The sigil there is basically of an anvil. It's completely decorated, and it's got red and white outlines around it and everything. Which is the sigil of Athens, and he's just like, this is 50. Yes. Yeah. We. I thought some of this was kind of expensive, but apparently I've been paying too much for armor. How much do y'all typically pay for armor? Ha ha! A lot.
The last thing I bought was from here. The one I was from this city, and it was 300 gold pieces.
300?
Yeah.
300 gold pieces. Jeez.
I'm gonna go fight this guy. He ripped me off.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I just want the bastard sword.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, the bastard sword. It's gonna be 5 gold pieces.
All right. Yeah. Here you go. And I start looking for other things because I have 65 gold pieces, and I now have 60 gold pieces, and it did nothing.
Yeah.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Yeah. Sorry, one more thing. I see you have bows here. Do you by chance have the price of do you have the price of arrows, like a bundle of arrows themselves? Well, I mean, how many are you planning on getting? Just I mean, what you consider a bundle? Well, I don't know. That would be more for a Fletcher. We do have arrows, but I mean, we'd be selling them at a 1 gold piece per. You know, like ours is kind of a hiked price. You'd have to ask a Fletcher more for that. These are just leftover ones from where my father likes to go hunting, and he kind of retired from that a couple years back. I see. Well, thanks for the information. This will definitely help us in our future shopping endeavors.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's, no problem. Is there anything else I can help you with? Well, in that case, hope you all have a great day. And good luck with your shopping list.
All right.
Okay. And Yorn turns and he goes, "Okay. Anybody else want to buy anything? Anything at all? Because apparently, based on the value of currency right now, we could buy the city."
If we could buy this entire shop.
So,
I'm still just sitting there like, wow.
Ugg kind of like chimes in, just kind of like, I don't think the value of things have decreased. I think something happened with the tower.
um, I
Probably.
maybe.
Because
I
even
tried.
with the 200 blank tarot cards I was getting, that was what, 70 silver?
Yeah, I mean, those seem kind of right. I mean, if you think about it, 3 is usually 1 silver piece. So, if you get 200, that's roughly what, 67, 68. So,
Yeah, but aren't they usually like 1 gold piece for like 3?
no.
Oh,
It's 1 gold piece for an inscribed rune card,
gotcha.
typically. Um,
Yeah. But even
so,
still, it seems fairly low.
yeah,
Oh man.
something
Should
has
go
been
So
check out
weird.
go check out some upgrades.
so maybe something did happen at the tower. It's just we were too close to recognize it.
I guess.
I tried casting sleep last night. I managed to grab some sand from the tower, and it didn't work.
Wait, what? Wait, you're telling me pocket sand didn't work?
Yeah,
And
no, it didn't work.
Oh man.
yeah, my magic seems kind of limited now too. Just a little bit. Like, it feels like I can do less stuff, and it was like the radiance of soul has kind of left me.
And I'm not sure if you've noticed, and kind of like points to like the bow that he's got on his back. This the bow kind of looks a little bit smaller than what it was.
Yeah.
That's odd.
I do feel slower, but
And me too. Also, I can't light my hammer on fire anymore. That sucks. Do you want this?
I was just asking about the warhammer for the value of things. I can't actually fight with a warhammer.
Oh.
We should probably go and deliver the letter and your response, and then try to figure out what's going on. If
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
the correct thing to do.
I'm gonna go get my upgrades too. But that I could do that on my own. I could do that myself.
Yeah. Okay.
First, we'll
Yeah.
go to the courthouse.
Yeah. Well, let's head to the courthouse. So he starts leading you. You all head down the street to the courthouse. And, you get there and you walk inside. And as you walk in, you hear the little ding from the bell on the door, and then you see the receptionist there. It's like, yes, hello. How may I help you? Is there anything anything you need? Well, for starters, I have this letter I am supposed to deliver for someone. He goes, okay, and she takes it and she reads the name on it and everything. It's like, I see. Yes, we were expecting this. So thank you for that. Yeah, and also, I was wondering, there was a position that I was offered. It should be under the name Yorn. Position. I see. Got it. You're supposed to be the head of the engineering and magics division. Yeah. Is there anyone here that I can, talk to about that? Yes, actually, our head councilman is actually here today. Surprisingly, he never comes into town. And when all of you kind of hear that, almost like the hairs in the back of all your necks, or feathers, or bald spot, kind of stick up as you hear about the head councilman.
I thought he left.
No, he just got into town. He just got into town last night, actually. So he's been in his office ever since. You can go in there and to talk to him about the whole thing. And Yorn's just like, kind of a little bit confused. He goes, yeah. Where's his office? And she points over to the side, just to the same door when all of you remember when you walked in, and that was the council room, where all of them sat down and had their meeting. She goes, yeah, it's through that door, and it's going to be the second door on the left. And it's like, okay, yes, thank you. Yeah, no problem. And I hope good luck on your position. It's like, yes, thank you. Yorn starts to walk back toward it, and he goes, you want to come with, or you want to stay out here?
We're coming with.
Coming with.
Something is
Yeah, coming with it.
very wrong.
Okay. So, y'all head back. You go through the door, and then you head, and then you get to the second door on the left there, and Yorn slowly opens it, and he goes, he kind of pokes his head in, and he goes, hello, this is Yorn. I'm here about the engineering and magics department position. And he opens it some more, and you see, not the head chairman, but you see that younger guy, that accidentally got someone killed before. You see him sitting in the chair, kind of like, writing down stuff, and he goes, oh, yes, he goes, come in. I see, you have friends with you. That is fine. Hello to all of you. And and the whole time you kind of notice that, like, he doesn't, like, bat an eye or blink or anything. Like, it seems that, like, he genuinely doesn't recognize any of you. Well, about your position and everything, do you know much about it? I was told by a colleague of mine, Frobo, he goes, oh yes, Mr. Humbuggle, yes, I do remember him. Any what did he tell you about the position? Well, he said I would be in charge of kind of partially watching over the Great Forge, but also to I would be kind of like in a head of research and development for like pretty much new types of technology and things like that. You know, like inventing things. Well, partially right. You would also, for the position, you would have all of that, but part of it too is, well, you're going to be kind of in charge for kind of a new project we've been working on. And he kind of looks at all of you and is just like, are these close friends of yours? Yeah, they're close friends, yeah. Well, since they're close friends, I can allow, I can say this here, but we have a project where what we're trying to do is each team of guards that we have or soldiers, it consists of 4 people, and we're trying a new project where we're basically trying to at least teach one guard in each of the squads to learn some type of magic to support the other guards on the field. We've tried it with a few experimental groups, and it has helped a lot, and their efficiency has gone up, and the amount of injuries has also gone down. So, during the position, you would be overseeing the transfer between, oversee the transfer between the guards and making sure that that they get trained and everything. So, we're trying to up our security here, and unfortunately, with the times getting a little more tense and a little more, with creatures getting stronger and everything, we need to prepare for that. Wait, what do you mean about creatures getting stronger? Well, and the worms outside have been causing some problems with us. We once thought our walls were unbreakable, but unfortunately, with a few of the worms and everything, in the last attack, they put a few cracks in our walls, and well, unfortunately, with how the city is built, we're a city built with industry, not so much military. And so if our walls fall, we don't have anything on the inside to take over. Now, the chief of security was supposed to go over that, but seeing that our dear Mr. Humbuggle has passed, we're currently looking for a new chief of security. So, we're kind of in between a rock and a hard place. I mean, more of, like a slab of metal and a worm, but you get my point. Yeah. Very, very weird. Yorn kind of looks toward all of you for a moment, with like a concerned glance, and he goes, well, as for the position, there was a few other questions I wanted to ask you, and Yorn kind of turns and he goes, is there any chance that I could talk to him alone? Everything that's happened.
So just Yorn and the guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If I guess I'll stand outside. If you need anything, I guess just yell or
Yeah,
you
I
know.
just kind of like, oh, yeah. I just kind of whisper real quick. Just be careful, okay?
So, you'll make your way out. And you kind of sit there for a bit. Do y'all go to the lobby or do y'all just chill in the council like meeting room?
Standing like right outside the door.
Okay. So you hear some mumbles inside and everything, but you don't, you can't understand what they're saying inside. And after a few minutes, you eventually hear the door open, and you see Jorn start to step out, and you hear the guy from inside. It goes, yes. Thank you for speaking with me. It was great. It was great talking business with you. And Jorn walks out and he closes the door. And you see him kind of sit there for a moment. His head kind of tilted down a little bit. And he goes, well, I did it.
What?
I turned down the position.
Ah,
It seemed like a great opportunity, but overall, there's a few other things I want to do, and being cooped up in an office for for half the time that I'm going to be working, and not being able to leave the city, but like once every year, I'm not going to be able to do it all. So, and
yeah.
I mean, also, what's the point of sitting here working and making money when I could just be broke and have you guys pay for everything?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a.
Can we go now? I doesn't feel right being here.
Yeah. After everything, I think we need to go too.
Yeah.
Something is bugging me though.
But
What is?
He mentioned that the sandworms were actually getting stronger.
Yeah. That's also an issue.
It might be just the machine that did it. Like it changed the magic as well.
Yeah, we definitely need to find out what all happened.
But we can't do it here. I just feel wrong standing here.
I agree.
So Jorn walks over to you, and he puts his hands on your shoulders, and then he just kind of pushes you back like 1 foot, and he goes, "Does it feel better standing there?"
No, I feel wrong standing in this building in this city.
Oh, well, in that case, we should go. And he starts walking to the door.
I just want to look at him like,
you
yeah,
see his
you feel
head
bad
kind
for that one, don't
yeah,
you?
you see his head kind of sink down into his shoulders a little bit, and just kind of like embarrassed.
It's like, yeah, that's what you get for being a dick.
About the city.
So yeah, we should probably buy some rations and then try to figure out how we're leaving and where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that.
So
Like I said, I do want to track for my upgrades, but
yeah.
figure out what's going on. I'll do that
Um,
before we leave.
Yep. Y'all make your way out to the street, and then y'all start mentioning things that y'all want. Jorn kind of helps direct you to the back to a shopping area because y'all mentioned rations, and y'all get there, and he walks up, and you see like a young adult or like a teenager, like late teens, early like adulthood. He's kind of just sitting there, and he's just like, hey, how can I help you all?
Some rations.
Okay, and you see his face go from like a happy-go-lucky to kind of like disappointed. He's like, yeah, I can help you with some rations. And Yorn's just like, what the hell was that? Like he looks over to Ugg and just like, what the hell was that?
What do you mean? What the hell was that?
He was trying to ask you a question, and you just gave him the most depressed like answer ever. Like, are you okay?
Well, no one else was answering.
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. I keep zoning out. What did he say?
I said rations, but I guess
Oh,
I
I know what you said.
Oh yeah, no. The guy was just like, hey, how can I help you today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no one answered, so I said something. I guess I sounded like depressed. When I said
Yeah,
it.
he just goes, rations. Just like you're just like, whatever. Yeah, we get some rations. Do you have like a price? I don't know. Maybe like a week's worth or something. Week's worth? Let me check. And he goes through and he starts pulling out some rations. And he starts laying them out, and you see these like 10 cans essentially with rations that he's just pulling out. And just like you hear the donk 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 kadonk 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 as he's like pulling them out, and he's like, whoa, this is a lot. He goes, this is a week rations. He's like, well, yeah, but what would be the price for this? And he's just like, he goes, all this? He goes, yeah. He's like, he goes, how much money do we have? This looks like it's going to be like roughly, 20, 30 gold pieces at least.
I can help out with that. I got some money.
I've got a fair.
I do have some money too.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. 20, 30? No. This, all this will be 4 silver pieces. I'm sorry. What?
What?
A whole week? Well, yeah. I mean, it's a whole week for one person. There's 5 of you, so I'll have to get out some more. But yeah, a whole week would be 4 silver pieces. What has happened to the currency of this city? And you see people like,
I don't know, but I'm loving it.
You see a couple people like
My broke ass is
eyeballing.
loving this.
Yeah, you see a couple people kind of like eyeballing you guys all weirdly after he says that. And the guy there is kind of like, the guy there is a little freaked out after he does that, and he goes, I'm sorry, it's just, look, we've been essentially ripped off our entire lives, and we come to the city and everything's cheap. Just like, everything's cheap. I would have assumed that everything in Athens would have been kind of expensive.
No, I wouldn't say cheap. I would say it's a much fairer price.
I'm surprised, Johnny. I'm surprised you didn't get Yorn to yell like, "This is expensive."
Do you have any cow traps?
I don't have. My stall doesn't have any caltrops, but my father is just down the. He's just down the strip here. Toward the end, you'll see his stall there. He's got a bunch of random jewelry and things, but in that jewelry he also has like small weapons such as like daggers. He's got some type of it's some orb or something like that. It's a couple like things for magic things. And I think he's got some like other small things like mouse traps, cow traps, stuff like that. So he's more of a trapper. Like but he also sells some jewelry and stuff on the side. I'm just here to sell the rations that he essentially catches.
While they're talking, Vanessa just puts four silver pieces on the table and start taking the Reek's rations.
So keep in mind it's
Oh,
only one person. So you have to. It's only one person for a week.
Yeah.
And quality rations in this barrel that I brought.
Has he been lugging a barrel around this entire time?
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the barrel.
I mean, he could just easily strap it to his back.
That's true.
We got rope.
Like,
It's his new backpack.
yeah, it's his new backpack. Okay.
Yeah, Vanessa just puts it in the barrel.
I paid 60 gold for it. Might as well use it to.
Has he brought out like another week's worth or no?
I mean, he's getting it out. If you get, I mean, do y'all want more?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he pulls it out. And,
We only need like what, 4? Because Algrowth doesn't eat.
I don't eat.
Yeah, Ugg's gonna, I guess, pay or drop 4 on the table when another week's worth comes out and just kind of shove it all in the bag of holding.
Yep.
And then
I'm assuming Aurela does the same. Waiting for food.
Yeah, I mean, whoever wants to buy a week's worth of rations, you can just pay
I
silver
guess
pieces.
I'll place down 4 silver pieces.
Okay.
Sick.
Vanessa just kind of looks at Yorn like, "You need me to buy you a week?"
If you wouldn't mind, I kind of lost my backpack to a worm a while back.
As he like starts to say, "I lost my back," and she just kind of puts 4 more silver pieces on the table.
Thank you. And you see him start to like scoop all of it up, and he kind of just holds it in his arms. He goes, "Okay, I think we're ready."
Johnny, question. We put it's for quantity 7 for rations, right? Just making sure, or
Yes.
I think the rations, the actual ad gear rations is for a week.
Oh, really?
ration. Oh yeah, it's literally rations for 1 week. That's what it says apparently. Okay, that's cool. Kind of like holds open the bag of holding and like aims it towards Yorn in case he wants to throw in his part of the rations into that bag of holding as well.
Oh, thanks. And you see him just dump it all in there, and he goes, "Well, that definitely helps." Okay.
If I remember correctly, doesn't Yorn also have a bag of holding of his own? It's full of pixie dust.
Well,
Does
it's
he?
partially pixie dust, but the question is, did he lose it to the sandworm, or no?
Wait. When did he get a bag of holding?
The pixie dust before the purple sky, before the purple sky.
Oh.
Remember, we went to buy pixie dust to go perform a spell, but then it's and then you weren't pointed at like one of the random bags, and it's just like, I want that bag filled, and the guy's like, "Are you sure?" Yorn's like, "Yes," and just starts filling the putting the pixie dust in the bag, and it's just like, we're just waiting there for like a couple minutes.
Oh. See, I forgot about. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. He can just put his own rations in his bag then.
Oh,
I forgot he had a freaking bag of holding.
okay.
Yeah, let me
Just-
find this real quick.
I did good by reminding about the bag of holding.
Yeah, it's yeah. If you're doing it on a character sheet, it's add container. Oh yeah, and you've also got to add in all the pixie dust, Johnny.
Which I
And
have,
just ho-
I have no
and
clue
you
how
just
much
gotta
that
hope that
is.
he doesn't get any of the pixie dust on the rations.
So, question: you have a bag of holding. Which type did you get? Which type did you put on your character sheet?
I just put a normal bag of holding. Is there multiple bags of holding?
There's literally 4 types of bag of holding.
Johnny, if you go up to you can just hit add container and then just bag of holding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's all I did for
Oh, okay.
bag of holding.
Cool. Well, nonetheless, what now? What are we looking for?
Well, we've got rations, we've got supplies, I guess. Unless anyone else wants to buy anything.
I'd like to go buy some caltrops.
Caltrops, yes. And he said this way, and he leads you all along. You all get up to the stand there, and you'll walk up, and of course it's kind of an older gentleman. He's probably probably 50. He goes, "Hey, how can I help you?"
I'd like to buy some caltrops.
Ooh, caltrops. That's very good. Are you by chance a trapper or anything like that?
Uh, you can say that. My prey is a little bit more clever than most. Stands on less than 3 legs. Can't
Hmm.
believe it.
Well, that's well, at least I got a fellow trapper that knows some good caltrops when he sees it. And he goes and you see him pull out basically a tankard full of caltrops, and he goes, "Here you go." And he goes, "Yeah, these should definitely do the trick."
How much for this?
Basically this tankard full of caltrops. I'll say about let's go 4 silver pieces.
I'll take it.
Okay. I will need the tankard back. I can't really leave my stall, and I'm gonna have to do some business pretty soon.
Okay, I'll dump the caltrops into the other bag.
You dump it in there, you put the tankard, and it's like, "Thank you." And you see him take it, and he puts it under the counter, and he just goes, "Well, anything else I can help you with?"
So, like, what's the quantity of caltrops?
Uh, See, that's the problem. What I'm getting is literally just it just says like a large bulk. So I have no clue.
I think the better question is how many caltrops do you want to give them?
Well, what it is when you spread them, you like scatter caltrops in an empty square adjacent to you, as an interact action.
Okay,
But
but
it only
like
covers so it's 1 square worth. So
how many uses? Let's go with that. How many uses of caltrops do you want to give them essentially?
Oh, it's just the one. He got one tankard of them. That's
Okay. He only got one use of it. That's all.
Pretty
That's
much.
all we need to know.
so. Well, you got that. Anything else?
Am I able to clean up the cow traps and put them back in here?
No. If a creature takes damage to the caltrops, they're unusable.
Oh. Am I able to repair cow traps?
Maybe if you're like proficient in it.
Yeah, I'm proficient with metal work.
Do you have snares or snare crafting? Let's just
You cannot repair it because it'll be considered destroyed.
okay.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, do you have snare crafting?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, because it says they can't. It says they can't be They can't be salvaged at all. So.
Imagine Aurelio just take them to the bad boss fight. And that's what kills the big bad evil guy.
Oh gosh.
Let us spikes.
Cool. So, nothing. We all
No.
good.
Yep.
Yep.
Guess next step is to figure out where we're going.
Yep. I said, raids later. We'll figure out the thing first. I ain't leaving till I go. So,
Okay, so you're looking for upgrade.
yep, that's the only thing I'm doing personally, but
Cool. Anywhere specifically? Do you have any area in mind, or are you just looking around?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I was just gonna go back to that guy that
Okay.
was
Got the
offering
workshop.
to help me.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was just making sure you remembered. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you It's literally all it was. I was just trying to make sure you remembered.
Okay.
Because if you didn't, no, this was gonna be funny.
Yeah.
So, you end up heading back to that guy. You go off into, kind of a quiet alleyway, and you make your way back. And as you walk into the door, you see Yorn kind of like knock on the door. And you hear footsteps from inside, and then they stop for a bit. Yorn's just like, should I knock again, or?
Here, let me knock. And then I knock on the door.
So you knock on the door, and you hear some like fast footsteps kind of make their way to the door, and then you see the door swing open, and you see this older halfling man standing there, and he's just like, "What the hell y'all want?"
I don't know if you remember me, but I was looking for some upgrades.
Oh, yes, yeah, you're one of the. Gosh, yeah, come in. Do you and as all of you are walking inside, and you see him kind of waddling toward the back, he's just like, "Is there any did you get the stuff that I asked you to get?"
I couldn't find all of it.
What do you have?
Look back at the list they gave me. Yeah, wait, how much is all this gonna cost again? Actually asked that out loud.
Well, if we go over everything, and you see him kind of like sit down in his chair, and he kind of leans over on a table and kind of starts rubbing his head. He's just like, well, if I remember, you needed 2 chunks of adamantine, which roughly they're about 500 gold pieces per, so it's about 1,000 already. Let's see.
Well, I don't really need adamant. I'm fine with the armor. The only thing I was really looking for now is, I guess, just an easier way to like shoot out spells through my hands. Maybe like a cannon of some sort to channel the energy through, and then like rocket boosters, something like that, like some sort of thing to help me gain movement or head up if I needed to.
Well,
And that pretty good.
man, the things you're talking about is gonna be a little weird. Condensing magic together, that's, I mean, we might
I
be.
mean, no, I have the magic. I just need something to.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know,
but
honestly,
to condense
I
it
just wanna
down
make it-
and be able to launch it, that's not something that typically is done. Let's see.
I guess a better way of putting what he's saying is there something that could help channel the magic?
Yeah, no, I agree with
We
what
can,
he's saying.
I mean, we could put a firearm in your arm. But, I mean, don't you already have that?
Hang on, let me check. And I actually, can I describe this or?
I mean, sure.
Yeah. I actually go to like transform my hand and it turns into the exact thing I wanted to. Which is just like the weird like cannon looking thing that can channel magic, and I'm like, oh. Okay, we can scratch that one off the list. I just need the rocket boost.
Yeah, I am not sure what you're talking about, rocket boosters. But if it's to help you with
hang on, let me
movement-
see. I'm trying to remember. Some sort of like magic booster. I'm actually like, I'm not. I can see the thing in front of me, but I'm just like trying to play dumb to what it's called for a second. I think it's arcane propulsion or something like that. I don't know. It's something I could have fixed in my back to help me with that. I'd heard about it from a couple of experimental things, but
well,
maybe we could
probably
figure out-
figure something out about that.
like construct like, some ports on my back. Maybe to channel some sort of magic through to propel me forward.
I can say we can we can probably come up with something. Problem is in order to keep the condition of it is going to be kind of difficult. Well, the entire purpose of it is supposed to it's just to help you move faster, right?
Move faster. From what I heard from the stories, you can fly for a tiny bit. Not for forever, but maybe something to help me get up to a higher place.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't do anything too big. It would be, it'd be kind of a pain. So,
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make you do anything too big. Just something to
let's see. And he turns
start
and
it off.
you see him basically grab a blank piece of like a huge it's like a huge piece of paper essentially. Rolls it out and he starts drawing and everything, and he goes, "Yeah, I think this will work." And then he starts drawing some more, and he takes a minute or two. He takes about 2 or 3 minutes, and then at the end of it, he finally goes, "Well, it's not foolproof, but I think this might be something that we can use." And you look at it and you see basically what he has planned is essentially cutting into the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. And on the inside, he is planning on lacing the inside of a little, like, essentially like cup. It's pretty much he's cutting in a cup holder into your hands and feet, and on the inside he's going to lace it with some material, and then he is going to like essentially as he laces it with the material, he's got pretty much a picture of fire like blasting out, and as it does that, you notice that like basically you notice that like with it he also drew little dots around, and you were just like, what are the dots for? He goes, "Look,
What are the dots for?
Look, I'm here to be an engineer. I can't be an artist. It's supposed to be like dust coming out of it." Like, oh. What do you mean dust? It's like, well, I mean, if we're gonna make sure that this thing doesn't, deteriorate over time, we're gonna have to put some diamond dust in there. It's the only way I can see that we could be able to do this properly. As for everything else, for the materials you're gonna need, I'm definitely going to need diamond dust, probably around 50 gold pieces worth. We're gonna need a fire gem of some kind, as I guess you could say the core of the propulsion device. It doesn't have to be anything big. You can probably, I don't know, find them 100 gold pieces per. You're gonna need some type of way of fueling the whole thing. Do you by chance know like any fire spells or anything like that?
Hey Johnny, can I just read you what arcane propulsion is?
I know what arcane propulsion is.
Okay, I was like, are we really gonna come up with this convoluted thing?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
I have it regardless, so Here. If I may offer a suggestion, I'm gonna probably use this to fight with my hands, so I can't really blast out through my hands, fly at the same time? Maybe if we could put like 2 of them toward my back? Just redirect it directly from the core and take even less time. Could still do the feet thing for sure, but
Well, no, the point of the hands is to help you get in the air, and then once you're in the air, you use your feet to stabilize while you then use your hands to fight. That, like I said, it won't last forever, especially in a fight, but
yeah.
I mean, if you want to try to install it in your back, we can.
I'd like to try to install it on my back. Just because I don't want to be like mid-flight and then something happen and I can't stabilize myself quickly enough.
Well, the problem is that's not going to help you stabilize.
A hand part?
No, the back. If you put it in the back, that's just going to give you an upward or a forward thrust. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna. You can't move your back to really stabilize it. It just doesn't happen. Gravity doesn't work like that. However, with your arms and hands, you should be able to do that. I mean, it's your choice. I can attempt to try to put it in your back, but I mean, based on the logistics of it, I'm not sure if you would be able to do that properly. Because if you're trying to have me angle it where you go forward and up, then you're gonna have a harder time stabilizing with your feet.
I just kind of look over to Yorn and be like, "What do you think? I want a second opinion before I make a final decision."
I think it'd be the coolest thing. Have you never heard of Metal Man?
Metal Man.
Metal Man.
Yeah, it's essentially it's okay. It's a storybook, kind of like a superhero storybook where essentially, this guy, like he gets captured. He ends up getting captured, and he uses spare pieces of metal and things to piece together this cool like battle suit. And he eventually, at some point, just decides to upgrade it to the point where like he could fly. And he's basically making you Metal Man's suit.
Yeah, so he's just turning me into Metal Man.
Yes.
I'm
trying to make you fucking Iron Man, Justin.
I know, but I'm just like, I want the back ones because it says back and feet. I'm like, how am I supposed to hold a sword and fly with the arm thing?
It's
That's the
called
only reason I'm like-
reskinning, Justin.
It's called reflavoring, Justin.
It's called flavor text. Get over it.
It's called bottom text.
If you really
Fine.
want it in the back,
No.
you can, but you're telling me you don't want to be freaking Iron Man?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the logistics of fighting with my sword with it.
The entire
You're a
time.
robot! He can add cup holders!
How you come holder a
I don't
sword?
know if it's Iron Man. Is that
The
what does
entire
that make? Finesse is pepper pots. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
the entire
Pot's
time,
pretty fucking
all I'm
cool.
thinking of is just the Tony Stark was able to build it in a cave with impossible steps. That's all I can think of right now.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah, we'll go with it.
We'll go with it? Okay.
We'll go with Metal Man.
Go with Metal Man.
Truth is,
Okay.
I am Metal Man.
The truth is, it was right from the start.
pulls out an arcane cannon, just blasts. All right. So,
Yep.
did you say diamond dust?
Yep. You're going to need diamond dust, about 50 gold pieces worth. And you're going to need some fire gems. They can be weaker fire gems, but you need something to start. You need something to help channel energy into it. And then you also need. And then he also asked you if you need some type, if you have some way to cast a fire spell or something.
Yeah, Son of the Fire Ring.
Okay, well, then that's good for you because you're gonna need that. So the way the plan works, essentially, we're gonna cut out holes into the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands. They're it's not gonna be too deep or anything, just deep enough that we can hide in some type of one of the fire gems into each one essentially. Then we're going to lace it with diamond dust. Diamonds is pretty much the hardest material there is. And with diamonds being the hardest material there is, when you put the diamond dust inside, you can kind of lace it around in there. It's basically going to protect the gem from, other things. It's not a foolproof plan for it. If you might have to, you might have to get some more diamond dust at some point, but it should definitely last you a while. I'd say probably a year or two.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and from there, I mean, it's pretty simple. You just, I mean, I guess you channel some type of fire magic through your body, and then poof, there you go. But then, I mean, since you're an automaton, it's a little bit easier. You don't have to worry so much on the, on the whole casting or anything if you're doing rune magic. But so
Yeah.
you can channel it pretty easily.
Yeah. I'm actually just trying to come through here and see if I can find like fire gems and stuff.
So,
All right. Well, if I have to do that, I have 50 gold for that, so I can at least get the diamond dust. Fire gems, we'll see. Okay. I go do that real quick then. I'll just go run into town. So we can make this fast so we can move quickly if you would like to.
yeah.
Just tell me
I
how
mean,
much gold I need to give.
Yeah, so y'all end up heading out. You look around for a bit, and you finally find some diamond dust, and they'll and the person there said they'll sell it to you for 25 gold pieces per like little batch of it. And based on what you heard before, is you need about 2, so it's gonna be
So 50.
yeah, so 50.
Okay. Now at 10 gold pieces. All right. So we need fire gems.
Yeah. He did mention a fire gem. Now, I'm wondering if we could just get some type of gemstone that would have that property.
That's
Yeah.
all referring to.
Most likely. What would you recommend for that? You're the magic man. I'm the metal man. So
Well, if you want a common one, I know that you might be able to use a garnet. That's a common one that you could probably find. There's probably like, I don't know, maybe if you could find like a cherry like opal or something like that. It's not really a whole lot that really have fire involved, or like at least I don't know. If I had a book or something, it would help, but
yeah, I probably should have asked him.
yeah. Yeah, the best thing is probably to
The what?
It is a long shot.
What?
But you could. Now, I'm not sure I'm not sure exactly if it would work, but if you find like a bloodstone, or like maybe like, I know there's there's this one, gosh, it's like tiger something. I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it's like tiger's blood, or no, it's tiger's eye, I think, is another one. Now tiger's eye, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's red, but I believe it does have the I believe it does have like the fiery trait within it. I don't know. But as for getting these gemstones, I'm not a gemstone. Like I'm not a gemstone expert.
Didn't we see somebody like selling gemstones or something in the city?
There was the crap. That is a good point. I need Ogoroth, please give me you're gonna do an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Yep.
26 in total?
Okay. You do remember you don't remember exactly seeing just laid about gemstones, but you do remember there are gemstones in jewelry, which you remember the trapper from earlier selling.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go find the trapper then. Because I remember that.
Ogoroth, where are you going?
I'm gonna go find that trapper that was selling jewelry.
Oh yeah, because gemstones. That's smart. Let's And
Sorry,
so
I'm getting excited, so I just wanted to run over there and get it.
yeah.
You could also go to the place you got the, and she kind of like moves her hand with the ring on it, like just enough for like them to notice. Like
Yeah, we could go there too. Is she even there with us?
yeah, no, I thought the whole party followed it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, well then, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
So-
it was just me and Yorn that went?
Also, Magic Man, Metal Man, Bird Man, Catwoman, oh, and Farmer Man.
Armor Man. Or Giant Man, both of them. I mean, but no,
Yeah. So y'all head back. You find the trapper there. You find the trapper and you walk over and you kind of smell this weird odor as you walk over to his stall. I'm sorry, sir, but what is that smell? And he goes, "That's the tankard." What?
what?
And you start this. You get another whiff of it, and you realize it's piss. He goes,
Oh.
"Oh, I see." She's like, "Not able to leave my stall for a
Hey.
while, so I really had to go." I see.
So,
Yeah, Ogoroth, you want to take this over?
yeah, I got this. So do you have any of these specific gemstones? And I name off all the ones that you listed.
Do you not remember
Yorn
any
told
of
me
them?
about. I know, like, there's tiger's blood, garnet. There was some type of opal, something like that.
As for the others, I've never heard of them. If you're thinking of Tiger's Eye, that's, I mean, I
Oh,
don't
it's tiger's
typically.
eye. Did I say tiger's eye or tiger's blood?
You said Tiger's Blood,
Oops.
so well, that's because I also mentioned Tiger's Blood.
Yeah,
So-
that's why it messed me up.
Yeah,
But yeah, conversation mess you up.
Yeah.
As for Tiger's Eye, I don't really have it. I do have an opal, and you see him. He pulls out it's a clear opal essentially. He goes, I do have this. But as for garnet, he goes, let me check, and he pulls out. You see a necklace. You see a necklace with a garnet in it. He goes, I've got 3 more of these. As well. Are you just looking for the gemstone, or?
Just mostly looking for the gemstone, but I mean,
Uh.
we'll take the necklace if needed.
Give me a sec.
How many did he need again? Was it 2 or 3? 4? Okay. We needed 4. Did he
Sorry.
go to the bat? Oh, okay, I was like,
I forgot
Did
my
he go-
dice in the other side of the room.
oh. I was like, wait a minute. Where is he going?
Yeah, no, I forgot my dice on the other side of the room where we went to the, where we went out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So where we went out yesterday and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
But he goes, yeah. As for this, he goes,
Glad I'm
well,
trained
he goes, yeah, these necklaces were a little expensive. It's kind of hard to get my hands on this. I'll sell each one for roughly, I don't know, I'll say 15 gold pieces. I think I could do. I think I could do a fair price with all that.
15 for 1.
Yep.
Anybody have any money I could borrow?
Sure. How much you want to borrow? 5 or
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Just yes. Amount.
I'm trying to buy 4 of these.
Oh, you
So
need 4.
So 15 times 4.
60.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 50.
So
So you
50
need
gold.
50.
Yeah, I have 10, so I need 50.
So 50.
And I'll give him all of my money. And I'll pay you back in whatever loot we get in the future.
Okay.
Put that in my notes. Give Ugg 50 gold pieces.
And then there's whatever the guy wants to actually do the upgrades.
Yep. So you pay him.
Plus labor
you know,
costs.
Yeah. You pay him. He bids you a farewell. You'll end up heading off. Because they don't have anything else to buy. I don't think.
Yeah, no.
And you'll head back off to the workshop. Where you make it back and you see the guy. He's already got a couple pieces of metal kind of bent and everything. And he's like sitting there messing with it, trying to piece stuff together. And he goes, yes, welcome back.
Yep, we got the fire gems and the diamond dust.
So you got everything that you needed? Well,
Just waiting for upgrades.
Okay. Well, you ready? Because I got everything prepared while you were gone.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. It will be kind of dangerous in here, so I will have to ask for all of you to please leave while I am working on this stuff.
Gotcha.
So, get out.
Should get out.
Yep. And so he kind of ushers you all out and
As
reluctantly.
Vanessa's getting ushered out, she's like, "How dangerous is it for him, if you don't mind me asking?"
I'll be fine, Vanessa. Don't worry about it.
If you have to ask that question, you're in the wrong place.
Oh. Even Olgrad is like a nervous okay. I'll be fine, honey. It's okay. Just head out with the boys. It'll be okay.
So she goes out with the boy. Yeah, that's funny. Calling everyone else the boys.
Yep. So, y'all make your way out. you hear a couple, you hear a drill, some little bit of a saw grinding and everything, like kind of like an electric saw, essentially. You hear some hammering happen in there just randomly. I mean, y'all are sitting there for what seems to be about half an hour, and at the end of the half an hour, you just hear, a random scream from inside.
Dang it! No, I was gonna say, look, that tickles.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, that happens throughout it, but then at the very end, you hear a random scream, and Jordan just goes, "Was that? What was that? Was that Olgaroth?" Was that Olgaroth screaming? Is he in trouble or?
I'm not sure.
Should we go in and check on him?
Yeah, we probably should see if they're done.
Yeah.
In the back of my head, I'm like, at this point, they're just waiting for me to die, so the line of long shopping trips is over forever.
So, Yorn kind of like steps up and he opens the door and you look inside and you see, and like you hear another scream from Olgaroth, but like you see him like looking at his new stuff. He's essentially gushing over his brand new upgrades as he's literally like firing out like he actually like fires out some fire. I mean, he shoots out fire from his palms and the soles of his feet essentially, and he can lift himself in the air about a foot off the ground. And he, lands back down, and it's like, well, okay, don't get ahead of yourself there. You don't want to use all of it. See, the thing is, the only way you're gonna be able to do this is if you constantly keep yourself in the air, which, by a rough estimate of, your abilities and your size and stature, you're probably only going to be able to do that for about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's fine. That'll get me to where I'd to go in a pinch, so I can definitely do with that for now.
So, but yeah. So, you excited over your new upgrades?
Are you kidding me? I can fly now.
Well, it's a good thing you're excited because I'm about to ruin your day. Here's the bill, and he hands you over a piece of paper, and you look at it, and it's 300 gold pieces.
Yeah. You got any jobs you need me to do?
Yeah, I should have figured I didn't have a friggin' money.
Well, I spent most of my money gathering the materials, so I apologize. I'll do whatever you need me to do. In the meantime, we can figure out what's going on with this weird.
As for something
world.
worth 300 gold pieces, I mean, there might be something you can help me with.
Yay.
You see, there's an old colleague of mine. I'm not sure what they call him now. He got some other title or something, but what I know him by is good old Xavier. Now, Xavier on the he kind of lives kind of off the grid in this special place that nobody can really get to. Which is going to be a problem. And I don't exactly know where it is. But I have something to deliver to him. And you see him fiddle around through stuff, and you see him pull out a dusty lockbox, and he goes, here it is, and he blows it off. He kind of like blows off the dust and starts wiping it down, and goes, well, I think this should be it. And he goes over and he takes a small key, unlocks it, and when he opens it, you see that there's it looks like in it so the actual lockbox itself on the inside has a little bit of a kind of an indent in there to like hold a little what looks to be almost like some type of not a glass sphere, but like some type of like, I guess you could say, smooth gemstone.
Yeah.
But on the very middle of it, you see almost like a little like black flame kind of like just moving around within it, and he goes, I'm supposed to deliver this to my old friend Xavier. Now, I'm not sure what he's, what he needs this for, but yeah,
What is this?
It is I guess you could say a magic channeling. I don't know. I don't know too much about it. All I know is that he needs it. It's
Okay,
something to do
I
with
wanna ask you
magic
more
and
questions.
what?
I just said, okay, I want to ask you more questions.
Yeah. So, problem is, I don't know exactly where. I don't exactly know where my old friend is. However, being that you all seem somewhat capable, if you could track him down and give him this, he'll when he sees it, he'll know what it is, and you could just tell him to bill me instead. Like to send me the bill instead.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll take it to him.
and if you can do that, it'll pay off. It'll pay off the debt from here.
All right. Well,
But if I don't receive anything in the next month, I'm calling the authorities on you.
understandable, sir. All right.
So he closes it, he locks it, and hands you the lockbox and key, and he goes, and whatever you do, don't break it. It's worthless if it's broken, and you could cause a catastrophic event, so don't do that.
Yes, sir. You didn't have to tell me. Tell me twice. I got you.
So,
All right. I just take it. I safely tuck it away.
yep. Yep. In the meantime,
In the meantime,
I do wanna ask you. Beforehand, you said you know about the fire rune, if I'm correct, right?
yes, sir.
How much rune magic do you know?
Right now, I only know 2 runes, but I have a friend that knows 5.
And you see him kind of look around. And he goes, "That's the bird, isn't it?"
Yeah, it's the bird. It's most definitely the bird.
Yeah.
Why do you just immediately assume it's the bird?
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of a.
It's kind of blatantly fucking obvious.
It's kind of blatantly freaking obvious. So,
Whoops, I think I said 2. Oh well, I'm sorry.
well, I mean, if y'all know a decent, I mean, the question though is, how much do you know about rune magic?
Well, we know about all 8 of the runes, and then we know some basic and some advanced stuff, right? Yeah, some decently advanced.
Some apprentice level stuff.
I
So you're all apprentices.
Yeah. I'm an apprentice. I think one of us may be adept.
So, question: now this is just me asking for, I guess, to see your real knowledge behind it. Have you ever been officially set as apprentices, or has it just been, or have you just called yourself that?
Officially set?
Yes, like has someone has someone actually taught you any rune magic and deemed that you were set to be an apprentice level?
I mean, this is the first time we're calling ourselves apprentices, pretty much.
Okay. You're telling me that one there with 5, you know, like he's never like y'all have never taken a school or anything or even had a lesson on rune magic?
No.
Not that we know of, no.
What about that one? As he points over to Yorn. Yorn's just like, hi.
Yorn, have you taken any schooling for magic? Wait, yes, he has. Wait, no, I wouldn't know that.
Have you taken any schooling for rune magic?
Yeah, for
Did
rune
you-
magic.
I mean,
Did you and
I've
the professor did
I've
anything?
studied a lot of rune magic. And the workshop guy kind of looks at him and is just like, yeah, and I could see you're a lot more skilled at it than the rest of them are. I'm sorry. What? What do you mean? And you notice that he looks a little worried. Just like, I see. Yeah, forget I said anything.
What? Okay.
Your friend does seem to know a little more about it though. Well, based on the fact that all of you at least know a little bit of it, if you don't know how to use it in a practical sense, it's probably useless. And Yorn kind of pipes up a little bit and he goes, yeah, you know, I've been meaning to ask all of you if you ever wanted me to teach you any rune magic. Like, teach you how to use it. Like, because, I mean, anyone knows how to cast a spell or anything, but, I mean, I've never really seen any of you use it, like, in a combat sense, when some of the stuff can be really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could use some pointers.
Can we
Well-
please get out of the city first before we do any of this?
I agree.
Well, I mean, if you wanna attempt that, problem is if you go south, through the gate, you're gonna be ending up with the sandworms. And if you go north, you'll have to take a ship. And from there, I mean, the only places you can stop from there is probably Board or Hestia. I mean, you might be able to pay some random person to take you over, to take you all the way over to like Serpent's Pass or something, but
I was thinking back to Hestia at least. That way we can make our way to Hector.
Yeah. Probably
Well,
would be a good place to learn.
Well, I mean, if you need the area, there's a place 2 blocks down that you can, you know, practice your rune magic and be fine. But I mean, if you want to head out, then good luck. And Yorn just goes, look, no matter which way we go, we're probably going to need to know something, and I would rather tell you now how to use it than later.
Yeah, that's
I'm just... The best way to explain it is that, like, I know some of you have probably felt, like, something, you know, we've all felt something different as of late. But, I mean, I've noticed specifically when casting runes earlier, I mean, it may look like I was just fidgeting, but I was also testing it because it seems like it's a lot more powerful now.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know why, but it almost like it feels lighter, as in like it's easier to cast.
Yeah, well, considering I know 5 runes, I definitely want to make sure I'm able to handle the magic when I need to use it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Where did you say this place was? It's about 2 blocks down to the south. Used to be an old fighting pit, but people kind of people stopped using it. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's just more of everybody here is more worried about technology rather than you know, beating the crap out of each other. But I will say, I will pay some good money for some people to fight.
Huh.
Mm. Well,
Ugg kind of like leans over to Yorn and just like, you don't think that's the arena that we were or the fights were at the other day, do you?
what do you mean?
Because wasn't there like like a small little like fighting tournament that was going on?
That was in Agrabah.
I thought there was like a little. Oh, that's.
Agrabah,
Yeah.
because that's where Morgoth,
I guess
Yeah.
because for some reason it gave me like the same like idea of that of just like the little like square with like the runes around it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind me then.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have fun. And have safe travels.
Thank
And
you.
good luck on your journey. And Euron goes, yeah. And good luck in your. And you look around and you just see a bunch of random, junk and everything everywhere. It's like in your shop, I guess. Uh, let's go. And so Yorn just makes his way out. Do
Yeah.
you all follow?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you make your way out. You get onto the street, and Yorn goes, "Okay. Well, considering everything going on, going south through the gates probably not an option. Considering they were talking about all the sandworms and everything. So our only bet's probably go north. Now we can go down the block. We can go about 2 blocks down, and I could teach you." Some pointers and everything to try to get you into more rune magic because it can be very good. Or we can go on ahead and go see if we can find a boat to head to Hestia.
I kind of want to go and try and make sure I'm good for rune magic. I'm not sure about you guys.
I'm okay with staying one more day here as long as we train through magic and then get out.
I agree with that. Just do what we have to, and then.
I mean, we
get
don't have
out
to
of
stay for a whole day. I mean, and y'all look around. It's probably about 1 o'clock. He goes, we could just train for a few hours, then go look for a boat.
Yeah, okay. Can we
Sounds
do that,
good.
please, then? And
'Kay.
maybe the professor might actually know what that ball is that we need to deliver.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, well, let's head down to the arena. I guess we'll go look at that. So, you all head down and you make it down there to so you see a little arena. It's nothing too big or anything. There's basically it almost looks like you got like a wooden, pretty much like a wooden, like a tall wooden picket fence that goes just above your heads and everything, and there's a little like fence gate there, and as you open it you go inside and you can see a smaller fence placed in the inside of it, and around it you see like old kind of like broken seats and everything kind of around from where nobody used it, and some of the and and you see like some piles of sand and everything kind of like built up in the corners. He goes, well, I mean, this will work. And he goes, okay, well, let's see what we can do here. So, I mean, unless we want to spend all day here, which I doubt we do, it's probably going to be for the best if I just teach you all at once and we kind of just learn on the go. And he goes, okay, I need all three of you to head to a different corner. We're all just gonna kind of train at once here. So he leads each one of you to a different corner and everything. And he goes, okay. So, first things first, we're gonna have to figure out like what each of your abilities are currently. So if you look over at our map, so you're all placed in the four corners there, and he stands right outside the fence, and he goes, we need to figure out what all your abilities are at the current moment before we go any further. So, I'm going to set up a little battle scenario for all of you. There are 3 rules for this. Number 1, if anyone falls unconscious, if anyone falls unconscious for any reason, we end immediately, and the person who knocked them out is the winner. Number 2, if somebody surrenders or gives up at any point, you are out. It will still continue, however, but that person will have to leave the arena. And last but not least, you are only to use rune magic. You are not to use any other forms of magic. You are not to use any other forms of combat. So weapons are not available. So go on ahead and put that away. And no, you cannot pull out shields or anything like that. All you're going to be using is the clothes on your back and your hands for rune casting. Any questions?
Okay. I'm good.
Okay.
On here.
And so, is everyone ready?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, since all of you are ready, let's see what all of you can do.
Okay.
So let's get started. 3, 2, 1, cast! And that is where we're going to end this episode of eDIOCRACY.
Oh, wow.
Here's me. Here's Johnny. Here's me getting ready to, like, I don't know, cast like Earth Wisp.
Spirit chains.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Sure is.
So yeah, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you press the like, subscribe button down below, and please, I mean, is there anything else to talk about?
No, I just thought the abrupt thing was funny anyway.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
like the
and
end.
comment down below. In their little sparring battle here with rune magic, who do you think will win? Will it be Vanessa, our cat folk cleric? Will it be
It 100% will not be Vanessa. I only know one rune.
will it be our ripoff Iron Man? Will it be
Ha 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 ha!
will
I-
you know like will our will the big gunslinger be able to take
Farmer
them
Man.
down, or
I
yeah,
don't
well,
think I'll be able to do it.
or will our 5 runic mastery be able to do it? Let's find out next time on eDIOCRACY Z Kai.
Dude,
Um,
I'll do the handicap of only using Earth Wisp.
it's just
Oh,
mean.
no.
Yeah, my tip to all of you is make sure you read the books. I made them a lot of books. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, y'all should probably read the books before next week. So, but yeah, thank you guys all once again. This was a lot of fun.
What's your favorite Marquise moment?
What's your favorite Marquise moment? Yes,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah. Please put that down below as well. And we will see all of you in the next episode. Cast of eDIOCRACY saying, peace out. Have an amazing night or day wherever the heck you are. And we will see all of you in the next episode of eDIOCRACY. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.